thanks to Arno and his team for inviting Liverpool to take part in this very special event. And the last 2 days, I think everyone will agree, has been a very insightful conference. And thanks again, Arno, for having us. A little bit of a video to show you a bit about what Liverpool and the digital media department's about. My name is Matthew Baxter. I'm the Chief Media Officer. I have two hats, really. One is to look after the digital media team on a day-to-day basis around the world, which is made up of around about 70 members of staff based in the UK, probably about 30 or 40 members of staff around the world. But my other hat is on the executive board as well, so looking after the strategy and the structure and the culture of the business moving forward. But today, my intention here is to talk to you about the digital media department, how we really are thinking about reach, revenue, growth, engagement, and all those lovely areas. Some people have talked about that over the last couple of days. So I'll talk to you a little bit about where we are, but really where we're heading for the future and what we think with where fans are at the core and where we want to take the business. So click through a few things. For those who don't know, Liverpool Football Club is owned by Fenway Sports Group based in Boston. This is our principal owner, John Henry. He also owns a number of other sporting institutions, Boston Red Sox. Oh, hello. Have I switched that off? Did I do that? I didn't mean to switch my owner off. Don't tell him. Can anyone help switch him back on? Otherwise, my job might be over. Is there anyone who can technically help? Okay, well, anyway, okay, there we go. Thank you for whoever did that. Thank you very much. Just before the back couple of slides. Oh, you've now seen my presentation as well ahead of time. There you go. I'll sit down. So this is my principal owner, John Henry, Boston Red Sox, Liverpool Football Club. He also owns a Fenway racing team, plus other things. So a very diverse number of businesses that they own. They're very, very engaged with our business, and they are spending a lot of time over in Liverpool with us. They were over us for a game at the weekend. So we see a lot of these guys. We're on the phone with them. They're very, very involved with the club. What are we in Liverpool about? You know, it's a football club, but also it's the way we're an entertainment brand. We want to be involved with our fans on a day-to-day basis. But what really holds us all together are these four words. This is the Liverpool way. We want to make sure that we're working with fans, ourselves, the people we work with, our partners, our broadcast partners, whoever we're working with, but in an ambitious way. We have commitments, we have dignity and unity. These things that hold us all together in our day-to-day life. You saw a bit on the video about where we are in terms of digital media reach. We've got some big numbers, and the complexity here is we're reaching a big number of fans worldwide in a number of different platforms. Everyone here has got mobile phones. Everyone digests media in a different way. Our challenge is we have to talk to you, and you have to talk to us in the way you want to be spoken to. Which platform, when, how, where? All these questions we're asking ourselves all the time. So we're in 23 languages. That's actually gone up to 25 because we've just in the last 4 weeks launched our Spanish and our French websites. I'm pleased to tell you that the team involved in that are actually based right here in Mexico. They are sitting in the audience, somewhere over here. They are from Extreme PR. They're here. They run our website. They run our Spanish website. They are a combination of French and Spanish-speaking experts, and they run it here. So that should be on 25. And again, the social platforms grow. So very exciting times in terms of our reach. The TV reach is 120 million homes worldwide. And in total, we've got about 45 million fans we engage with on a day-to-day basis. Big numbers. This is for those who don't know, this is our manager, Jurgen Klopp, who joined us at the end of last year from Borussia Dortmund, a very, very engaging man and great for social media, great for TV. He's a very charismatic person. We have a TV channel, 24 hours a day, which is broadcast in all these countries around the world. And specifically in the UK, it's behind a paywall. The key facts really are that we're creating around 31 to 35, on average, hours of fresh live content a week. We are a proper sport channel based upon Liverpool Football Club. Across a season, we'll probably have around 42 live games on the channel. That includes our pre-seasons, our legends, our under-21s, ladies football. So we have a number of live games, which is really important, and working in unison with the Premier League to make sure that we can show all the games within the reason of the holdbacks with the Premier League. We also have documentaries, we have live and exclusive footage. Our USP really is, we're in Melwood, which is our training centre, all day, every day, with news throughout the day. So we're right in the heart of the team, the club, and the culture. We have other shows, irreverent shows, Thursday night show, which is a sort of a more relaxed look at all things football. Press box, where we involve journalists, come in and talk about the team, what they did. winning 3-0 against Manchester City last night. Good result for us, for all you Liverpool fans. And obviously the news throughout the day, very important to keep up to date with what's happening at the club. But what's important for you all here, and for me as a consumer, I want to digest my football club on the go, whenever I can do it, in my own time, when I want to, and on the go. Everyone, I don't think anyone in this room hasn't got a mobile phone who's sitting looking at sport, looking at results, looking at what's going on. This is our Go product. You can watch all your linear TV channel through this portal, anytime, any place, anywhere, and all the best behind-the-scenes access, and commentary of the games if you want that as well. So the websites around the world, which actually should at the top now say French and Spanish, we have many websites that reach people in their language, in their moment, whenever they want. So here's a couple of examples of our website. The design here, based upon mobile, we mobile optimized it last year, and we've seen the numbers of people hitting, coming to the website, staying in the website, the bounce rate, all these metrics are going through the roof. And therefore, the conversion rate, when you're talking about retail or anything else, are going up as well, which is fantastic. We also have mobile apps and games for every kind of person in every walk of life, whether you're a child, whether you want calendars, loads of different ways we can have fun with the club. So what is it about? I think a couple of people were talking about it yesterday morning, the digital engagement piece. Fans are at the core of everything we do. They have to be. They're the people who are watching the game, enjoying the game, feeling the game, living the game, talking about the game. All the content we produce on all these networks has to be about the fans at the center of it. Connected, excited, informed, exclusive, all these words. And if you can get all those things to come together in the right time, that's the sweet spot. So again, the right moment, right time, right device. But this is important, the third point down there, testing and learning all the time. We're always questioning why, how, what do we do? Is this the right thing to do? What are we trying to reach? Who are we trying to talk to? Why are we trying to talk to them? Testing and learning all the time. Let's be honest, in this room, in everyone's businesses, we're learning from mistakes. I think our friends at the Olympic Committee yesterday morning were saying, learn from your mistakes. They're part of the learning process. It's very, very important to do that. And then strengthen on your core. Access all areas. That's our core. Let's strengthen that and drive it forward. We can't stop. So I'm not going to bore you with all this piece. I'll just give you the insight. We're always learning. So we took some very, very good research last year about mobile. When we optimized the website, what is it doing? Where's the trends going? Everyone knows mobile is taking off, so embrace it, move with it. I know it's an obvious thing to say, but our website wasn't mobile optimized, strangely, until a year ago. So these things, we need to make sure we keep going where the market's going. Social apps dominate mobile. So what are we doing? We're about to launch a new app come next month. So in April, our new app will be much more diverse. We have fans who are working on it directly with us, giving them their insight of what they want from an app. How do they want to make it work? How do they want to work with us? They're our test group of fans who help us work to create the best product. Video content is king. Everyone digests video. That said, it is king, and it's very, very important, but don't go away from written subjects, good journalism, diverse ways of reaching your audience and talking to them. You might want to sit down and read a really long article on some very key analytics of the game from last night. Or you might want to digest 30 seconds because it's the goals. Everyone's different in this room, in this world. Everyone wants to digest things in a different way. So yes, it's important for us, with our 70+ people in the UK creating TV content all the time, but there's also other ways and other content you need to make. Just keep moving with the insight. Facebook, as we know, video is going through the roof, so embrace those platforms. And make sure each platform has a different mechanism and a way to talk to people. So whether it's TV for long-form content, or mobile, or social platforms in short-form video clips, make sure that each platform and each location and each outlet has its different tone of voice. For example, Facebook being a good place for our video content. Snapchat is our real-time social reality show. So like last night for the game, you're behind the scenes. You're in the changing room. You're in the tunnel as they come out. Fantastic behind-the-scenes access. Very, very nice. The key part here is all these platforms, we have to work with them very closely, because when talking about, we've got reach and engagement here, but are they making money? Are we monetizing them? How are we making money? How are we making revenue from these guys? So it's both indirect and direct. So you can have partners who work with you and create content for these platforms, but you can also work with the platforms who are now beginning to realize these brands like ours and lots of yours want to make money from their platforms because the audience is there. So we're working very closely with these platforms to ensure that we make some revenue from them as well. We've had some great successes with the video content. Well, You Never Walk Alone, for those who know that song, top left, we did a 360 video, so embracing technology, and we got 8 million hits within 2 days, which was outstanding, which is really, really useful. And one of my particular favorites is on the bottom right. This is a little boy called Isaac, and we have a program called Cop Kids, which is one of the most popular shows on our network, that actually interviewed our manager and talked about how to speak Scouse, which is obviously a very, very fun bit of content. I've got so much to get through, so time is running, but I will get through it very quickly. What we're seeing is the way we've embraced the technology, the research and what we're doing is proving a very successful piece of work. So if you check on the top left, the red line shows in January we had 6 times more video views than an average Premier League club, and the one in the bottom right shows you that with our mobile optimized site and everything we're doing, we're now the second Alexa ranking, not ours, no bias there, Alexa ranking suggesting that Liverpool is the second most popular European club website. So we're moving in the right direction, but the point is we don't want to stop. So where do we go next? So the last bit, for the last 5 minutes of this presentation, I just want to share with you where we're sort of heading. We want to know more about our fans. We want to understand their behavior. We want to craft compelling content specifically for you as a fan, where you are in the world, when you want to do it, to increase this fan engagement and loyalty and value. Digital is obviously the lead connection for the fans. It's important that we use this digital ecosystem in a way that actually works for everybody. The digital content strategy, the way we do it, we need to make sure that we're changing this ever-changing digital environment, but actually using data underneath, using your data, fan data, our data, learnings, make sure all those things come together, because what are we going to do? We're going to build a new fan community. We're going to have a new destination for fans. So if you think about a football club, we've probably got 120 touch points for a fan across the whole club. So whether it's a soccer school, a merchandise, a membership, a partner, a TV channel, there's so many ways that a fan can come into the club and react and engage with us, but it's just too many points. So what we're trying to do is create a platform where we bring all these things into one house, one hub, one place. So that actually when you deliver or you want to come and engage with us, or what do you want as a fan, you only have to come to one place and you can navigate your journey with us together. And we get to know more about you, and then we can help personalize what you want to do with the club. It's about driving people down the fan funnel. I'm not going to bore anyone with this slide, but if you look at the top, 750 million fans worldwide are anonymous a little bit to us, and then we call them light touch fans in the middle, which are the ones on the social and the website, and the ones at the bottom are the known and the known fans on our database. And those ones we have much more rich relationship with you, and they're the ones we can talk to about paid subscriptions. We can talk to them about a shirt. I'm not going to sell you baby clothes if you haven't got a baby. So we need to make sure that we're targeting our communications in the right way. So building this platform, what did we do? We talked to 19,000 of our fans. They wanted a direct relationship with us. They want flexibility. They want international appeal. They want to make sure it's all digital. It's got to be mobile. But they're cautious. Fans are cautious. Why am I giving you my data? What are you giving me? And how's this relationship going to work? So the trust element has to be very, very key to this whole thing. I'll skip through this, but this is basically telling you localization and flexibility. Each market's very different. Make sure you whatever you do, make sure that you're doing it right in the right market, if people want to pay or their willingness to pay or what they're going to give you. This is the fan funnel side on. So what we've realized is, if you look at these people on the left here, this is Paul. Paul, I've taken some numbers, confidential numbers out of here, but this is the fan funnel on its side. Paul is a season ticket holder. He likes to come to the games. He buys the shirt. He spends a lot of money with us. We know he's in the UK. 92% of the Pauls of the world are in the UK. Whereas you look at Sarawat in the middle, 7% of our social following is in the UK. So we know most of them are international. How do we get to know the fans and drive them further down the funnel? Then we get to know who they are with their fan personas. So we know Paul, he's 44, this is where he lives, this is how he reacts with us. He talks to us on mobile, he talks to us on tablet, he has got 3 kids, he buys a shirt, he does this, he does that. So we actually build up a whole complexity of who you are and working with us, so we can actually target the communication with you accordingly and make sure that you're getting the experience that you want from the club. But when we launch this platform, it's got to be right. So you've got to think about all these areas of the business coming together: tours, soccer schools, sponsorship activity, the common strategy, the partner integration, the content offering, all these things, every part of the business. If you're not working in Liverpool Football Club on this new platform, then something's wrong. My job is to make sure everyone's coming on the journey with us together. And this is a little bit example of what Paul does. We spoke about he's a season ticket holder, but basically we'll make sure his communication is targeted. And for the sake of time, I'm going to pass through this, but what it's saying is Mark on the right-hand side lives in the USA. His experience of coming to Anfield is very different because he wants to experience the match from his sofa, or the supporters club in Los Angeles is a very different journey, but it's bringing the stadium to him in a different way. Talk about stadium, listening to my previous speakers over here was very, very interesting, what they're doing with new stadiums, and et cetera, et cetera. We're launching a new main stand in the summer, in August, which takes our capacity up to around 55,000, currently about 44,000. What does the experience for the visitor, the fan, look like? Whether you're in the UK and you're coming to the match, or in the UK and you're not coming to the match, or you're in Mexico City, what is this new main stand going to do for you is going to be very, very critical and a very exciting time for us. We've all talked about iBeacons, we've talked about apps, we've talked about screens, etc. All the stuff that's come before, that is what we're working on at the moment. So very, very exciting time for us. So lots going on, and we hope that you'll be part of it. So thank you very much for listening. I've rattled through it in 20 minutes. As my previous speaker said, 20 minutes is not long enough. But the one thing I'll think about is how I can get Fan Boost to work for some of our players to score more goals. So thank you very much for listening. Thank you.